Hey there guys, and welcome back. As always, thanks so much for joining me here. So in this video, we're going to be discussing the Alien franchise, specifically talking about the Alien Romulus sequel and where it seems to be going. At the moment, there's huge rumors doing the rounds online on social media, suggesting that a Predator could be showing up in the Alien Romulus sequel. This is really exciting, but then we have to start asking ourselves questions at the same time, even though it's exciting from a fan perspective. Is it too quick? Is it going to overshadow the Alien story? Do we actually need a Predator at this point? Should it be slowly teased over subsequent movies before we get another Alien vs Predator or an Alien Predator movie? Should there be Easter eggs and after credits beforehand to build it up before we actually get the crossover movie? Would it feel too rushed? You know, all these kind of questions come to mind. But regardless of all of that and what we think, we have some quotes here from Fede Álvarez, the director from Alien Romulus, about what he had to say in regards to taking the franchise forward and where potentially an Alien and Predator crossover could be going in the future. So let's take a look at some of the quotes that he had to say. So Fede Álvarez, the director of Alien Romulus, he confirmed that he's currently developing the story during a recent interview with Empire, while promising that the movie will take a classic franchise into uncharted waters. My co-writer and I are working on that right now, he said. We're excited about where it can go. We've almost checked all the boxes of the things that I wanted to see in Romulus and brought back a lot of the things that I hadn't seen in a while. Wherever we go now, we can go into uncharted waters. So with that quote, I very much like what Fede Álvarez had to say, that he wants to take the next movie, the sequel to Romulus, into uncharted waters and show us something that maybe we haven't seen in the franchise before. And that's what it's all about. Take the Alien, take the Predator in their respective kind of franchises and timelines and show us new things. Give us new kind of threats, give us new villains, give us new adventures and stories and creatures and other kind of alien life forms, if you will. Just things that we haven't seen that keep it fresh, that keep it new, and just add new things. We don't want to keep retreading old content and just keep going back and playing it safe all the time. So I do like the quote that he had to say there. The director also reiterated that the current plan is to follow the survivors of the previous film Alien Romulus, Kaylee Spaney's Rain Carradine, and her android brother Andy, played by David Johnson, who were entering cryosleep for their journey to Vaga 3 in the closing moments of Romulus. Quote, I think it'll be exciting to go with characters you know from this movie, to a place in the Alien franchise that we've never been before, and to discover things that you've never seen before. So this is where we get into the meat and potatoes of this video and exactly where this information and this rumour comes from, the source of the information if you will. But bear in mind guys, it comes from Jeff Snyder and the Hot Mic podcast. He doesn't always get things right, sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't, so take it with a grain of salt, but regardless, it's still fun to talk about as a fan perspective. But with that Dan, let's get in and let's see exactly what Jeff Snyder of the Hot Mic podcast had to say in regards to potentially a Predator showing up in the Alien Romulus sequel. During this week's episode of the Hot Mic, Jeff Snyder said that he had heard that the script for the Romulus sequel includes a Predator. Whether this means one of the extraterrestrial hunters, aka a Yautja, will have a prominent role or simply show up at the end to tease a future crossover is not yet clear, but this would still be a massively exciting development for fans of these iconic franchises. So, something that lends credence and a bit of weight to this rumour is the fact that Fede Álvarez, the Romulus director, has openly spoken about a Alien and Predator crossover movie. This is what he had to say, quote, maybe it's something I'll have to co-direct with my buddy Dan, talking about Dan Trachtenberg, the director from the Prey movie, Álvarez suggested. Maybe we should do like a Tarantino or Robert Rodriguez did with Dusk Till Dawn, I'll direct half and then he'll direct the other half. So that was very interesting what Fede Álvarez had to say, with him potentially directing one half of the movie, doing the Alien part, then Dan Trachtenberg working on the Predator portion of the movie, and then bringing them together for one kind of crossover movie. That's an interesting concept. I would love to see it at some point in the future, but at the moment, me as a fan, I feel that it's too early for another crossover between Alien and Predator. I think they need to continue establishing these two franchises with quality movies, and then in years to come, start teasing the crossover with Easter eggs, with after credit scene, really build up the fan excitement with this big fan event crossover movie, make it an event type movie. The marketing has to be great, really get people excited for it, like they do with an Avengers style movie over at Marvel, but do the same thing for an Alien and Predator crossover. So guys, I want to float the question to you. Do you think it's too soon to have a Predator appear in the Alien Romulus sequel? Do you think it would be a good thing, a bad thing? Like me, do you think they need to wait and build up the the atmosphere of these two franchises before they do another crossover? Whatever your thoughts are about what's happening here, jump into the comment section and let us know what you think. As always, guys, thanks so much for being here. Make sure you hit the like button before you leave. Consider becoming a subscriber of the channel if you haven't done so far. It goes a long way to supporting my content, so I really appreciate that. And as always, I will see you in the next video.